Hello and welcome. So I want to show you how you can bring your values from your MQTT broker, but also from your OPC UA servers to Imply.io, so to Apache Druid in the cloud, but also to InfluxDB in the cloud and Grafana. So all what you need is the automation gateway first of all, and then with an very simple YAML configuration file, you see it here, you can do the job. So first we have here also an OPC UA server. I mean, we don't need this. So this is to expose values, what we are getting in from an MQTT broker to our internal embedded OPC UA server from the automation gateway. And you see we are giving here the path. This is this typically a automation gateway path where you say, okay, what is the source? Okay, it's from an MQTT broker. You give the ID of the source. So this is this the home MQTT broker, and then you can give the path. So what kind of values you want to include in your OPC UA servers. And yeah, let me show it to you. Here I have my Frankenstein OPC UA server, and you see here already also all the nodes and let's say topic levels, what you have in the MQTT broker. So you see that here. This is my MQTT broker. In my case, I'm using my own self-made MQTT broker, the monstermq.com. And this one also, nice, it writes all the data automatically to a local Postgre timescale database. So that means you can query your data via SQL. Let me try to show this to you. So let me connect to my Postgre SQL database. So we have here monster, no, this one, close. So SCADA system databases. Here we have the monster schema, and here we see the tables used by MonsterMQ. So there are potentially there can be queued messages. So if an MQTT client is disconnected and this client doesn't have the clean session flag, then potentially we have the queue messages. Also, all this is stored in tables. We have here the retained messages, the computer table, and then you already see here the retained messages, retained flag, the quality of service, the payload is a JSON. Also cool here is that this is a JSON B binary data type in the PostgreSQL database. So that means you can also query the items of the JSON via SQL. And also nice here, you also see who has set this value. So this is typically not known if you connect with an MQTT client. You can also view the sessions here. So here I see all the programs, the clients, which are connected to my MQTT broker. I see if they have a clean session or not. Yeah, in this case, this SCADA historian doesn't have the clean session flag because in that case it is important if that one goes down or is restarted and it comes up again online, then it should get in the meanwhile queued values. You also see additional values here, the uptime, so for how long it is connected. So potentially you can also see here if clients are doing a lot of times connects and disconnects. And we also see here the subscriptions. So which client has a subscription to which topic or topics, and also the quality of service. Yeah, yeah, but this is just as a sideline. Coming back to logging the data from MQTT to imply.io with the automation gateway. So yeah, we have here the driver section. So this is where we connect our gateway to the MQTT broker, and we are telling them how the JSON payload, the payload looks like. Yeah, in that case, we always have the same payload. This is important because the gateway takes the payload and it wants, or if we want to do them, then we can transform this payload and pass out where is the value stored and pass the timestamp. And yeah, if that is not possible, then you can always take also the full payload as the raw value. So, and then here we have the sections to write the data to an Influx database. We are in the cloud, InfluxData Cloud, a version 2 Influx version 2 connector. You have to set the URL, the token, to which organization you want to write it. Those things you have to configure in the InfluxDB in the cloud, which bucket and measurement. And then here you can define what topics you want to store or get out or connect from your MQTT broker and publish it to the Influx database. Here we have only 3. And here we are coming now to the imply section. So here we have to give the host. So this is typically a combination of your imply domain name and where your AWS, so where it is hosted, and then API imply.io. We have to create an API key in the imply cloud service. This API key needs 3 permissions, which I can't remember now, but you can look it up in the README file. The project ID, connection name, you just have to give the connection name. The connection itself is automatically created by the automation gateway. Also the table and also the job for the ingestion is automatically created by the automation gateway. And then again, we have to set here the topic or topics, in that case with wildcard, what we want to transfer to the cloud. In that case, we use the wildcard, so we push everything. Yeah, important to know here is that this is really an imply specific interface. It's an HTTP interface, so we publish the values to this endpoint. And then I assume it is going into a Apache Kafka topic, maybe a similar thing, and then from there, Druid job collects the data and writes it to the real-time database. But the point here is we do not need an extra Apache Kafka broker to do this, because typically when you have it on-premise for free, then you can use an Apache Kafka broker, write the values to a Apache Kafka broker, also possible with the automation gateway, and then set up an ingestion job in Druid, which will then collect the data from a Apache Kafka topic. So yeah, once you have done this, then we have already the table now in imply.io. We see here the Frankenstein table. We can query the data to see if the values are coming in. You see the browse path. So this is the unique ID, the topic, so to say. I've created here a data cube for that data, and with that data cube, we can then create dashboards with the visualization tool of imply.io. You see here the distribution of the different topics. You see we already have a lot here. Here I have selected some meters, power meters, photovoltaic meters. Yeah, it's very nice. And yeah, we also publish the data to Influx database. We can query the data here now. You see here the inverter power meters. And yeah, then you can also use Grafana in the cloud and set up a dashboard where you create a data source which connects to your Influx database or to your Apache Druid database. And then you can get the data and visualize it with Grafana. Yeah, that was it. Thanks for watching. Bye.